Hi, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to learn some Jewish wisdom with the Podcast Fellowship. Watching any video on this channel will make you eligible for a cash prize this week, even if it's an older video. All you got to do is watch the video, click the link below, fill out the form, and let us know what you learned, and you'll be entered into a raffle this week. Now let's dive in to 3 minutes of Jewish wisdom.
Welcome back, everyone, in the Podcast Fellowship community. We are continuing now with Mishna Gimel, the third Mishna in Pirkei Avot. And the question is, what is fear? Fear is a word that is probably part of every one of our day, maybe week, something that we interact with, I would say pretty often. Maybe you're afraid of failure. Maybe you're afraid to say something to a certain person. Maybe you have a certain types of fears that come up at work, at home, whatever it might be. Fear is part of our life. It's emotion, and it can be a healthy form of emotion as well. There are also different types of fear where you might be on the top of a roller coaster, on the tallest roller coaster in America, and I was very scared. Even though I knew I was safe, I was terrified. I also don't like heights. And so I'm at the top of this roller coaster, and that's one kind of fear. But there's a type of fear that we speak a lot about in Judaism called yira, which translated means fear, but it's not the same type of fear as fear of failure. And it's not the same type of fear as fear of being on a roller coaster. And it's not the type of fear of, God forbid, being in a dangerous situation. It's a type of fear where you recognize the immense power that something else has. So it might be the fear watching, hopefully from a safe distance, right, a tsunami, right, or watching a video of a tornado. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is so immense, so awesome, so full of awe. And that is a much more accurate translation of this word called yira, awe of something so grand, so spectacular, so amazing that you're just like, oh my gosh, this thing has so much power. Like there's a sense of fear in it, but it's a healthy type of that's wrapped in awe. So let's look at the Mishnah. Antignus ish soko kibel mishim tzaddik. So continuing with this unbroken chain of tradition, Antignos got the tradition from Shimon HaTzadik, Simon the Righteous, and he would say, "Don't be like slaves. Al tiyu ka'avadim hameshamshin et harav al manat lekabel pras." Don't be like slaves to God. I'm assuming he's talking about here, who are just in it for the money. Don't be like slaves who are just in it for the paycheck. Don't be like an employee who's just in it for the work, right? You know that when you come into an interview, right? Your first question is, so how much am I getting paid? Nobody wants that kind of employee. Nobody wants that kind of person on a team. Ella havu ka'avadim hamisham shinetarav shelo al manat lekabel pras, right? Rather be an employee, a worker, a person of service who's in it not in order to get money, or even strongly in order to not get any payback and we're here in this world not to get any. We're not here because we're going to get rewarded in this world and the next world, even though we will. We're not here and we're not in it for the prize. We're in it to do the right thing. We're here to do we're here to help help ourselves, help other people have the best life that they can have. And then when you do that, when you master that mindset, vihi mora shamayim aleichem, only then will you have this yirat shamayim, this sense of awe of God on you, because you're really recognizing God. You're able to, because you're not just focused on only getting what you can get out of it. It's not me-centric, it's we-centric. Then you really are able to feel the awe of this incredible creation that God created. That's 3 minutes. See you tomorrow.
Thanks so much for watching. Reminder to let us know what you learned from this video in the link below and get entered into a raffle for a cash prize this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next week.